The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
This is 2nd and 8.
Ready. 22. Long. 21G. 21G. Ready.
From the gun, it's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, get set. Out.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
First down.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
To throw is Jackson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready.
3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. In motion goes Patrick. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready.
They go play action now. Jackson on the arc. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket. He tucks it and goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's second down.
It's second down.
Hey, Alfred, what? Yo.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. George Pickens on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and through. And it's now 21-7.
21. Dolphins 7.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Tua going to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Get set. Ready, team. Hey. Corner, long. Out.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 45 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Henry again on second down. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, Baltimore.
Yo.
They go play action with Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
Ready?
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Ready.
They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Watch it, Oscar. They're right here. What's it? Corner, long. Scat. Get him.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one and a Miami first. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Looking to pass. Tua. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Mike Green in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorted the sticks.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And the lead will hold at 10. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd and 10.
Ready. Wait it. Scat.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is going to be intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty.
Ready. Corner, long. 20, TX.
Here's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready. Watson, Oscar. Out.
Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now H.N. on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That was Travis Jones working his way through and sticking him behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Again, it's H.N. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Hey, 21 TX. 21G.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
Ready, shot. Let's go. Solo left Zion. Step.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. George Pickens, 33 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On his loop for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Dolphins 14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Running right, here's Achane. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Go ahead. Hey, 21, TA.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Hey! Solo left Zion. Solo left. Out!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Jackson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 67 yards.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Dolphins, 27.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Tua going to throw.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Devon Achane. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
And this one too low.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
13 yards. Another 3 and out.
Jackson now. That is caught.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Henry is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
52. Dolphins 34. Tyler Luke to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Achane gets it from the gun.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
At the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Solo left Zion.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Hey, get set. Ready, team. Hey, hey.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Yeah, ready. Ready, team. Hey.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Down the left sideline. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Ravens,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota.